He's not ignoring you. He's not just not that into you. He might actually be doing the exact opposite of what you think, hiding it. Men don't usually announce their feelings with fireworks. They leak them in small, almost invisible ways. And the deeper the attraction gets, the harder they try to mask it. Today, I'm breaking down the 5 levels of male attraction and exactly how men try to hide their feelings at each stage, so you can spot what's really going on underneath the surface. Let's get into it. Quick disclaimer before we start, this isn't a checklist that applies to every single man on Earth. People are different, cultures are different, personalities are different, but there are patterns, common, repeatable patterns in how men process and conceal attraction, especially in cultures where men are taught early on that showing emotion equals weakness. So think of this less like a script and more like a map. Let's walk through the 5 levels. This is the earliest stage, barely even attraction yet. It's more like registration. His brain has flagged you as someone worth noticing. How he hides it. He'll look, but only in quick glances, never sustained. If you catch him, he looks away almost too fast. He might downplay noticing you at all, even to his friends. Oh, her? I didn't really clock her. While secretly, he absolutely did. He acts overly normal around you, almost aggressively casual, like he's overcorrecting to prove he's unaffected. The tell? Overcorrection. When someone truly doesn't care, they don't need to perform not caring. The performance is the giveaway. Now he's curious. He wants more data. Who is she? What's she like? Is she seeing anyone? But he's not ready to admit any of this, even to himself. How he hides it? He asks about you indirectly, through mutual friends, through "so what's her deal" comments framed as small talk. He'll engage more in group settings, but go quiet or awkward one-on-one because the stakes suddenly feel higher. Social media becomes a factor here. He might view your stories consistently, but never comment, watching from a safe distance. The tell? Selective attention. He remembers small details you mentioned once in passing, but he'll act like it's a coincidence he remembered. This is where it gets interesting and a little messy. He's aware he likes you now, and that awareness brings pressure. What do I do about this? This is usually the level where the hiding becomes most intentional, because now there's something real to protect. How he hides it? He might pull back briefly, not because he's losing interest, but because he's recalibrating, processing. He becomes more guarded with his humor or vulnerability around you specifically, even if he's an open book with everyone else. He may downplay the relationship status to friends. We're just cool, while treating you noticeably differently than just cool. The tell? Inconsistency. Hot and cold isn't always a red flag. Sometimes it's a man wrestling internally with feelings he hasn't fully accepted yet. Worth noting, this isn't an excuse for actual bad treatment. There's a difference between internal conflict and disrespect. Now it's not just interest, it's investment. He's picturing you in his future, even if just in passing thoughts. And this is often where men get the most guarded, not the least, because now there's real risk of rejection or loss. How he hides it? Acts of service over words. He'll show up, help, remember things, solve problems, because doing feels safer than saying. He gets protective in subtle ways, checking that you got home okay, asking about your day more consistently, while framing it as just being a decent person. Jealousy shows up in restrained forms, a slight shift in tone when another guy is mentioned, followed by an immediate attempt to seem unbothered. The tell? Consistency without confession. He's there, reliably, repeatedly, even though he hasn't said the actual words. This is the deepest level, where attraction has turned into genuine emotional attachment. And ironically, this is often where the mask is both the thickest and the most likely to crack. How he hides it. He may joke about serious feelings, using humor to test the waters without fully exposing himself. he becomes hyper-aware of the relationship's stability. Fear of losing it can look like withdrawal when it's actually self-protection. When the mask finally slips, it's often in small, quiet moments, not big declarations. A look that lasts a second too long. A goodnight that carries more weight than it should. The tell. The stakes are now high enough that vulnerability feels dangerous. So when it does show up, it's usually real, not performative. Here's the through line across all 5 levels. Men aren't hiding feelings because they don't have them. Often it's the opposite. The stronger the feeling, the more effort goes into controlling how it shows. That doesn't mean you should go decode every guy like a puzzle, or wait around for someone who can't communicate at all. Healthy relationships still need actual words eventually. But understanding why the hiding happens can save you from misreading silence as disinterest, when sometimes it's just fear, wrapped in a poker face. If this helped you make sense of some confusing signals, hit subscribe. I break down relationship psychology like this every week. And drop a comment. Which level do you think is the hardest for men to hide? I'll pin my favorite answer. See you in the next one.